Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's stream. It's Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Manchester City in the Premier League. That's a very important game. Haven't had a Premier League game for a hot minute due to royal circumstances. We've obviously had the Champions League games. This is the first time City are back in Premier League action since dropping points in very poor circumstances against Aston Villa. Another relatively tricky away game by the manner in which Wolves play. Very defensive, as I'm sure we'll find out, as we saw last season. Another must-win for Manchester City. But how is everyone doing? I can see we've got Ollie, who goes, woohoo, 3-0. Kazoo, Will, who says, messaging this from the Borough Club ship to say Haaland's going to bag a hat-trick because Wolves are shit. Will, I hope you are right, my man. True Citizen has just won the Europa League with Sutton. Well done. Nice couch. It's actually sort of a daybed sort of thing. So it's technically a bed, but with it being a daybed, it is sort of part bed, part couch. So you're not wrong there. Short ass has entered the room, says Jack. What's wrong with being short? That's what I want to know. Why do people worry about it? Yeah, True Citizen, you are also fit. Why are you contemplating suicide, Jack? Well, maybe it's because of City's lineup today. It is a very peculiar starting 11 from Manchester City. That's for sure. It's Portugal FC, the home team. But in terms of Manchester City, goalkeeper, obviously, Edison. That's fine. That's safe. That's banked. We're not worried about that. The back four is the same back four against Dortmund. So there's consistency there. However, at the same time, I'm very concerned at the prospect of John Stones at right back. Appreciate he scored a screamer from that sort. Like, he wouldn't have been in that position had he been at centre-half. I appreciate that. But overall, I feel like there's a lot of attacking flair lost on that right-hand side because Stones is not a right-back. I'll tell you what, as a centre-back playing at right-back, he's not bad at all. But I just don't really get it because Kyle Walker's on the bench. I know he's coming back from injury, sure. But also you got Gomez on the bench. So I don't understand why Gomez doesn't go to left-back and Cancelo to right-back. Don't really understand that. Or Cancelo right back, Ake left back, because Ake can do a job at fullback. Don't really understand that, but hey, hopefully I'll be proven incorrect. Hopefully that would be the case, but I am a bit concerned it's going to be the same situation as we saw against Dortmund, where even though City won the game, they were quite laboured throughout, as I say, especially on that right-hand side. Midfield is the best midfield in the league. Not arguing with Rodri, De Bruyne, and Bernardo in the middle. That's fine. That's safe. That's lovely. Front three, Haaland, obviously. Lovely stuff. Sounds a bit harsh, but I'm happy that Mahrez has been benched because he was poor. He was poor against Dortmund, which is a shame because he really had to prove himself, and he didn't because he's been limited to game time this season, so he really had to prove himself. That did not happen. So Mahrez is out. That's fine. Foden starting, good. When he came on against Dortmund, he changed the game. He was so fantastic when he just went more direct, as we were just watching the Cancelo goal and the assist to the Haaland goal, which was outrageous. And Grealish retains his place. Now, Grealish did not play well against Dortmund. He was better than Mahrez, but that isn't saying that much in fairness. But I'm not against him keeping his starting place. Again, I think he has to have a good game, otherwise he will definitely get dropped for the next game, which is a shame. He has been dealing with injuries this season, has Jack Grealish. So hopefully he's over that now. Hopefully he's all over that now. And in terms of the bench, City can call on Alvarez, Mahrez, Gundogan, Walker, Ake, even maybe Gomez, and of course the GOAT that is Scott Carson. The only injury City are dealing with is Laporte, who has been out since the start of the season. He should be back early next month. That's what this thing is telling me, which is good. And I guess that's why City went for Akanji, because there is no issues in terms of options at centre-half. Kazoo says, Nobbins, as you're probably aware, I was moaning about being shattered. I had the greatest night's sleep ever. Well, Kazoo, that's sensational. There's nothing like having a lovely sleep. And I don't normally sleep well. I'm very bad at sleeping. So, it's good to hear you had a good one. On the very rare occasions I have a good sleep, it's the best feeling in the world, isn't it? When you wake up and you're like, oh, I actually feel energized and ready to go. I'm convinced Grealish is in ISIS, the terrorist, as true citizen. And Mahrez the semi-final merchant. Mahrez is on the bench. As I say, he has something to prove. It's not really been his season so far. Be prepared for an Alvarez ramble at half-time. I have a lot I want to say, says Jack. Well, if City are struggling, I've got no doubt Alvarez will be making an appearance. Why Gundogan and Alvarez not playing? Does he want to give Arsenal a head start? In fairness, I'm fine with Gundogan not playing because it means we can have Bernardo in the middle. So I'm not against Gundogan being on the bench. And also, as we all know, he's not bad coming off the bench, is he? So I don't have an issue with Gundogan being on the bench. The Alvarez one, I can understand why there would be people getting upset about that. However, if you have Alvarez starting, unless he plays on the left, but I think that might be his third or fourth best position, it means that you'd have to have traditional footed wingers either side. And I suspect that today's game plan will be Foden against Nori, Grealish against Johnny, cutting inside and clipping across to our big man Erling. That's what I suspect is going to be the case today in terms of the game plan. But that remains to be seen. Hello, Musty. The Alvarez agenda is crazy from Pep, says Musty. Lots of people wanting Alvarez balls to be a thing. Bob the Builder will never go out in fashion, says Ollie. And that used to be a banger of a show. Used to be a banger. You're off for a pre-game poo, Jack. Well, good luck with that. As the boys are out, and I know City should be wearing their blue home kit against Wolves' orange kit, but yet again, this season, we are still yet to see City's best kit and one of, if not the best kit in the league. It's probably not the best, but it's probably maybe second or third. We are still yet to see it this whole season. What is happening? What is happening? And probably because he's sick. He is very good. And there's Mike Summerby, Manchester City legend. I don't know, Musty. I don't know. Maybe it's because blue contrasts better with orange, but we haven't worn it once yet this season. I don't understand why. I don't really get it. Because it's a banger of a kit. I don't quite get that. Don't quite get that. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird. It's going to be weird hearing them sing God Save the King. I don't think King has the same ring to it as Queen. I don't think it's just because that's what I've known all my life. I think it's more to do with, I think Queen has a better cadence to it than King at the end of a song. I think cadence is the right term. I haven't done music in a while. Let me know what you guys think. Do you prefer God Save the Queen or God Save the King? As I say, I feel like Queen has a better, because it's King, whereas Queen just flows more easily, I feel like. And Musty says, God Save the King does not hit the same. I totally agree. I totally agree. As I say, I'm pretty sure it's to do with the last bit. It's King, Queen, just flows easier. The Queen is clear, says Jack. Yeah, I agree. Even though, in our lifetime, we've obviously only had Queen. But I guess throughout, you know, I don't know when the anthem started, to be fair. But we've obviously had far more kings than queens. So I guess that makes sense. And True Citizen also says the Queen is clear. I concur. I concur. And also, Liz is well clear of Charles. I don't know if I like Charles, really. What's apart from, like, his big ears? King because of sexist. Well, Will, at least you own up to it, mate. At least you own up to it. Let me know what your score predictions are in the chat, by the way. I think Ollie said it's going to be 3-0 to City. But let me know what you think. I am going to go for a Manchester City win. City should be beating Wolves, even though Wolves are going to be hard to break down. I've got no inclination or thoughts of them trying to attack in before they play amazing free-flowing Barca football. Highly doubt that's going to happen. So I think it's going to be low scoring based on that. I think it's going to be 0-0 at half-time as well. And I think it might be... I'm going to go 1-0 City. As they're singing the national anthem now. I don't like that. Yeah, Queen sounds infinitely better than King. Not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, Queen clear. Kill Charles, William, and George, so we'll get God Save the Queen again. Who would be the next Queen? What's the princess's name? The vowels in the word Queen flow better than the word King. And I totally agree, Musty. Queen, King, Queen. That's better. I'll definitely still sing God Save the Queen at the World Cup just because it's what I'm used to. Yeah, shall we just, you know, as an homage to Liz, shall we just say now, none of us are singing King Charles, mate. Sorry about that. I'm not singing what's named after a King Charles Spaniel, yeah? I'm not going to sing about dog. No chance. He's got funny sausage fingers too. I thought that was Donald Trump. To be fair, I've never once looked at King Charles's fingers. So... not sure about that. Poor Charles. Well, Musty, to be honest, mate. Not poor Charles. You know, he cheated on Diana. So, no, not poor Charles, actually. Well, a bit poor because he lost his mum. But you know what I mean. Anyway, back. Princess Charlotte, who is William's daughter. Yeah, so she's the brother of Prince George, isn't she? Right, yeah. So, we just need Charles and William and George to abdicate. We don't have to kill them. If we just blackmail them and force them into a scandal, such at Prince Charles' fingers, okay. I can hear the non-existent City fans singing Blue Moon. Pretty good speakers at Molyneux. Prince Charles' fingers. Oh yeah, they are. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're chubby. Sausage fingers spark concern. Oh my god. Okay. I've looked now. But yeah, guys, the speakers at Molyneux are working really well. Let's join in, shall we? Oh, I can't hear the music. I can't hear the music. What? That's really annoying. Everyone at home, sing along, because I can't. I'll be really out of sync. Come on, the lads. Look at that beautiful moon rising. You saw me standing alone. Come on, City. We've got... oh, now they're singing We've Got Neves, not Don't Sell Neves. I don't like Charles because of the whole Diana thing. I don't know why, but part of me feels like Diana's death was set up. Oh my gosh. The LNobbins Twitch channel does not condone conspiracy theories against the royal family. I do not want to be executed. And we've kicked off. City kicking off left to right. Just as if he's reading the West. Let's go. He's been stung by a bunch of bees. So is that the actual case? Haaland can break another record today if he scores. What is that specific record, Musty? What can he break? What is the record that we're talking about? How many goals has he got in the Premier League? Is it 2? No. Is it 10? Is it 10 he's got in the league? I think he's got 13 overall. 3 of them are in the Champions League. So I think he's got 10 in the Premier League. Let me know, guys. It is indeed 10. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, Haaland can break another record today. If he scores, he will have scored in his first 4 away games. Well, you would not put it past him. And look at that already. He's a top-rated player. Get in. Oh, City have scored! It's Jack Grealish. Yes, redemption. And it's as easy as that. Super Jack, get in. Was not paying attention. 100% W. And the Brummy boy, he's back in Birmingham in the Black Country, and the City fans are popping off here at the Wolves Stadium. Absolute textbook, says Jermaine. Bloody genius. Genius. Let's look at this. It's a nice switch. Kevin De Bruyne picks it up. Phil Foden is well onside here. Oh, it's a nice overlap from Kevin De Bruyne, well onside, and Grealish just ghosts in. The Wolves defender does not pick him up. Oh, it's a lovely back heel from little baby Phil Foden. De Bruyne, what a surprise. It's King Kevin with the assist. And it's a really nice finish by Grealish onto the post. Literally a perfect start for Manchester City. A perfect start. The first goal in these fixtures is always the hardest. And now Wolves are not going to be able to play their dirty, disgusting camping game, which we all knew they wanted to bloody play, as we've seen in recent years. Perfect start for City. Jack Grealish getting the goal. I said he's got to have a good game, otherwise he's in danger, and already he scored a goal. So far, early days, it's the match-winning goal so far. Literally a perfect start. Well done. Little fill in the build-up. De Bruyne with the assist. Can someone please check for me? I think Kevin De Bruyne is now 1 assist behind Steven Gerrard. I think he's on 91, and I think that Kevin is on 91. I think Gerrard is on 92. And there we go. And already City have scored, and it wasn't even Erling Haaland. Get him. Get him. 55 seconds in, City are winning. Hello, Mr. Drumroll. Just joined the City score. Perfect timing, mate. You must be our good luck charm. Where's the idiot, says Village. That's what Jack needed. I agree. Yeah, you could tell he loved that goal as well. Hello, Gold Boy. Haaland going to carry again. Well, so far, it's the man from Birmingham who scored. Hello, Slim. How you doing? What are they singing? Come on. Come on. I thought they were singing Come on Bournemouth then. That was very confusing. But yeah, hello, Slim Tugboats. How you doing? Welcome to today's stream. It is Manchester City versus Wolves. City getting a crucial early goal. Oh, but already Wolves are causing some issues for City. And Ederson saves. There was a tight angle. Never really going to trouble Ederson properly, but it's a save he had to make. De Bruyne assist. I've got Kevin in my team. Obviously, I've got Haaland captain. I've got Cancelo, De Bruyne, and Haaland as well, Tayab. Sunderland take over everywhere they go, says Slim Tug. How are Sunderland doing in the Championship? I genuinely do not know the answer to that. Let me know. Well, he's already got an assist, Tayab. Someone's at right back as aids. I agree, Musty. I don't really understand why he's playing there. I'm just going to have a quick look to see what the all-time stats are. As I say, I'm pretty sure De Bruyne is now 1 behind. I think he's 1 behind Gerrard and therefore 2 behind David Silva, which is insane. That is insane. I don't think this has updated. I do think he's on 91 and Gerrard is on 92. David Silva 93, Bergkamp 94. So De Bruyne is only 3 away from getting to the top 5, which is insane. Hello, Jack. Jack is going to be a lot better this season, I think. I'm hoping so, because I made a YouTube video about it last season when everyone was having a go. That's a really good tackle by Kanji, by the way. And I said, you know, Jack Grealish will be much better next season. And here's Foden. And he tried. That was a great idea from Foden. Just wasn't quite able to generate enough power on the pass. They're doing 6th. Sorry, they are in 6th. Well, they're doing very well, Sunderland. Do you think they can come up this season? You woke up exactly 7 minutes ago, says DR. Well, mate, you're here now. And you're here to enjoy today's stream. City already a goal up. Get him. Lovely play from Little Phil. Fantastic back heel to Kevin, who did the overlap. Corner comes in. Stones wins it, and Rodri competed for it. That'll be a foul. Yeah, it's in the back of the net, but it's a foul. You think 12th will be good? It's definitely a foul. Rodri takes it out of the keeper's hands. Yeah, it's a foul. Quite simple decision there. Rodri competes for it, but Sarr clearly has control of it. That is a foul. Haaland literally towers over everyone. That man is 6'5" and is so flexible and nimble and quick. It's bizarre. It almost shouldn't be allowed. His body type shouldn't allow for that. Why is Stones pushing so high up the pitch? I don't like that. I've just realised that Diaz is playing, actually, and that is huge, because what City miss when Diaz isn't in the back four is, you'll notice, City are at their weakest point when they're potentially caught in transition. And what Diaz does, whether he's uber aggressive, so whether he fouls them or whether he is uptight to an attacker and just wins the ball back, that is crucial, because either way it breaks up the counter-attacking team's move in transition. So always keep an eye out on that. When City lose it high up the pitch, always, and there's like one player up top trying to hold it up, always look to Ruben Diaz, who is touch tight, slamming into the back of an attacker. More often than not, actually wins the ball. Failing that, he will foul the player. And often, he will not get a yellow card. Is Walker injured? He's on the bench. Tayab, I know he had a slight knock, which made him miss the game against Dortmund. So, being managed back to full fitness. He's a roided Cruyff. Hello, Kante. How do you log into BT Sport? There should just be a login option, Ollie. Here comes City again, and little Phil has found Super Jack, but it wasn't the best pass from Foden. But it's a very promising start from City. Started well, as you expect them to. Wolves lost the ball there. You cannot do that against City. That is how the goal was scored. De Bruyne switched all the way to Foden. Because there is no right back, it was De Bruyne overlapping. It puts a pinpoint cross. Grealish ghosted in between Collins and, I think, Kilman. And you could tell Grealish loved that goal. I love how passionate Grealish is, by the way. If you guys watch the City documentary, watch the clips on like the last day, and Grealish like can't watch it. He's so emotional. I just love him. He seems like a really, on a person level, he seems like a really nice person as well. So I really want him to do well, because as I say, he seems really nice. And I like it when people are nice, because there's no reason to not be nice. You're going to see PC now, be 5 minutes, Kante. Thank you for the update. Cancelo's passion. Oh, look at this from Grealish. He's tracking back. And well done, Grealish. That is really important, really clever defensive work. Does not win the foul there, though. But City nearly with Bernardo Silva. They can force it back. Well done. And that all came from Grealish running back, tracking back. He turned a dangerous attack all the way back to the Wolves goalkeeper. Really good endeavour from Jack Grealish. Yeah, that's the episode I'm talking about, Musty. It was a really nice moment, I thought. Thoughts on the England squad, asks Jack. It's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know what to make of... I don't know what to make of the whole... Because clearly... Now, restart. I don't have an issue with picking players based on past international form and not necessarily using club form as the be-all and end-all. So long as the club form isn't, like, devastating. I don't have an issue with the premise of that. What I do have an issue with, though, is if a manager says, I'm picking my team based off club form, and then they go against that, that's when there's a bit of an issue. And it seems that's what Southgate has done. And Jack, I think the reason why people are so invested in squads for Nations League games is that, generally speaking, the squad of a Nations League game, bar any injuries, because it's the last few competitive games before the World Cup, that's going to be used as the barometer for which players are going to play at the actual World Cup. So generally speaking, it gives you an inclination and an idea as to who's going to play at the World Cup. I think that's why people are so invested and interested in it. So generally speaking, I don't have an issue with that, but it does seem that Southgate has been very loyal. And as I say, I don't have a fundamental issue with that, but you can't do that and then go against what you say. It's got to be one or the other, I think. City give away the ball there for a throw. Hello, KX. Hello, Rob. I'm doing great because Manchester City are winning. Oh, yeah, mid-season ones are a bit weird, Jack, but for this one, it's quite an important one. The England kit looks like Harry Kane going out to the pub. I'm not a fan of the kits. I'm also not a fan of Wolves having all this play. They're down City's left here. Cancelo with a really important challenge. Very good. Takes it away from Neto. Why is Haaland not scored yet? I mean, to be fair, Kicks, we are only 11 minutes in. Go on, Wolves, says Rob. Currently, Rob, fortunately, they are losing. Jack Grealish scoring in 55 seconds. Very important goal against these sort of sides. It means they are not going to be able to just camp and defend. Crucial for how City play. Crucial. And it was De Bruyne with the assist. That puts him at 91. And Wolves again give it away, building out from the back. It's not been their strong point so far. They are now able to clear it. Akanji has... And see that? Diaz came out, aggressive, won the ball, prevented a dangerous Counter. Akanji with a nice ball into Kevin. Kevin, there was nowhere near enough height on that ball to Haaland. He made the correct run. And Wolves trying to be very direct here. And it's worked. Cancelo's not in the correct defensive position. And City to get some bodies back. Rodri did really well to get back. Well done, Rodri. Great challenge. Not the best there from Rodri, though. Or whoever that was. And this is dangerous. And that's a foul in a dangerous area. He did not need to make that challenge. And Rodri gets yellow carded. He should not have made that challenge, I don't think. And then Diaz gave the ball away, it was. Rodri not happy with Diaz there. They were easy last season, to be fair. What was the score last season? Was it 4-0, 5-0, 4-1? De Bruyne scored 4. What's this? People wanting City to score again. I'd be happy with the West Ham 1-0 last-minute winner versus Wolves. They are different teams, different priorities. It was 5-1. Ilanga's on the 2022 Golden Boy shortlist. Gosh, they must be really low on ideas. And this is a dangerous position. This is actually a really good free kick position for City. Really inviting. Comes in from Moutinho, straight into the wall. Good wall. Wall did its job. Well done. But now Rodri's on a yellow card for the rest of the game. Because Diaz was sloppy in possession. You should have just punted it if you're going to do that. It is indeed on BT Sport, Will. I'm guessing you do not have access to this. Because you said, what an L. Wolves are taking their time with this corner. City have got some defending to do. They've taken it short. Short corners do statistically perform better than long. But Foden, it's not the best ball from Little Philly. Didn't quite look. And this is dangerous now. Again, an issue of City's own making, but it goes well away from danger. KX, you all right, mate? Is Sunderland on Sky? Asks Slim. I have no idea. Hello, TD Mats. I've got a link. Yes, mate. A link to all of my socials. If you want actual football content in your life that isn't shit and is actually quite good, then click that link, mate. Jude Bellingham will probably win Golden Boy. Who were the big names on the shortlist, Tayab? I'm lucky yesterday. You bought a Mackey's. They didn't have any in the counter, so they had to get some, and they gave me £1 extra. What a dub. Huge. Huge. I'm pretty sure only Swansea versus Hull is on Sky. Well, that's a huge shame for Slim. Not yet, Kex, but don't worry. It's coming back. Don't you worry about it. I will get it back. A jailbreak TV stick. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what that means. Can't lie to you. Wait, Tix, thank you so much for following the Twitch. Feel free to get involved in the chat. Feel free to let me know which football club you support. I am a Manchester and England fan. Manchester City and England fan. How do I know long corners are better than short corners? Because I just do. Because I watched a video on it. Do a Borough watch along. Didn't even know Borough were playing. Stefan better not be on the pitch. Grealish did well there. Haaland wanted it. He now gets it. He's got a chance to run. Just take the shot, mate. And he does. Oh, it's a really good goal outside the box with the weak foot. Haaland is a tapping merchant. What a strike. Get in. Really good finish from Haaland. Really good finish. Sensational outside the box with his weak foot. That's a great goal. And that's 2-0. Sensational. And that's the record, is it, Musty? He's now scored in his first 4 away games, which has never happened before. That's my captain in FPL. It's the ball from Bernardo. Whoever that Wolves defender is just does not come out to him. It's poor and passive and tepid defending from Kilman, it is. It's Erling Haaland you're up against, mate. You got to do something. He just takes a shot on it, bobbles. It's a really clever finish, actually. Takes it away from the goalkeeper. That's a really good finish and a really good goal, and not one you'd normally associate with Erling Haaland. He scores all sorts of goals. Fantastic. Fantastic from that man. Imagine if United and City were one team. It would be all City, I think. My captain, says KX. Bernardo technically got the assist. Imagine the XA on that must have been 0.1. Bro cannot be stopped, says Mr. Drumroll. He's breaking 32 goals this month. The tapping merchant strikes against his halves, for God's sake. It was his weak foot, and that's his first goal outside the box. Hello, Callum, you beautiful man. How are you doing? That's his first goal for City outside the box. Really good. Yeah, he had to take it early. He didn't have any support. Kilman would have closed him down if he lingered any longer. Kilman gave him the space. And if you give Haaland space, he knows how to exploit that space. Callum, I'm doing fantastically well because Manchester City are winning in a very tricky, on paper, away game. Wolves away is not easy. Based on the fact that they are so normally... You normally associate them with being defensively astute. They certainly were at the Etihad last season. Took a controversial penalty for City to beat them. Obviously, then City pumped them. Champions of England, we know what we are. I can hear the speakers chant. People keep doing North versus South teams. North would win it, obviously. Well, the North team would just be Manchester City and Liverpool against some London teams, wouldn't it? But yeah, that team definitely wins because City and Liverpool are the two best teams. You got 12 points. If Cancelo keeps a clean sheet, I'm doing great because I've got Haaland, I've got De Bruyne, I've got Cancelo. Haaland's got me a goal. De Bruyne's got me as an assist. I just need Cancelo to get me a clean sheet now. Why would you have Mitrovic in your team? Come on, get Tony. Again, Wolves trying to play out from the back. It's just not work. I don't know why they don't just go more direct. Because when they did that earlier in the game, it actually was a much better strategy for them. Because you never know, you might win a second ball if it gets into a 50-50 situation. Wolves so far. Oh, that's an outrageous little flick by Jack Grealish. Look at little Phil. Never mind, comes to Kevin De Bruyne. Stones is making a run, and it falls to Rodri, and he takes a shot. Sorry, Cancelo, it's a bit scuffed. Foden with a shot. Everyone's having a shot now. And here is Jack. He's got bodies in the box. One of them is 6'5", a certain 6'5" Norwegian. Rodri on the edge now. I think the chance is sort of gone, has it? And then yes, it goes back to the goalkeeper. Nearly a good attack from City. If Liverpool fans say Nunez is better, hopefully I don't think they're saying that anymore, and Wolves just run out of play for no reason. Haaland gonna score at least 3, says Nico. I hope so, Nico. Hope so. He's already got 1. We're only 20 minutes in. Who's winning a fight, Ederson or Mitrovic? I think Ederson beats most people in a fight because he's mental. You're waiting for Laporte's Viking tweet. Football always. Thank you so much for asking. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Mrs. Nobbins made like the best hot chocolate for me this morning. Oh my god, she's got like a milk frother or something which she uses for like cappuccinos. It was delicious. Delicious hot chocolate. It was a Galaxy one. And a bacon sandwich. And De Bruyne's just popping up everywhere now. He's in the left central midfield role now. Again, City have an overload. It's Jack Grealish. Haaland, I think he was trying to find Grealish, but he's still able to hold on to the ball. Is Haaland going to cross it? Haaland crossed it straight to the goalkeeper, but nice idea. Need Foden to get a goal and KDB. Well, De Bruyne's got an assist, Kante. Your North team would be Alisson, Cancelo, Varane. I think I've Ruben Diaz, definitely. Or Laporte. Van Dijk, Walker, Casemiro. Again, it's Rodri. Bernardo, De Bruyne, Salah, Haaland, and Foden. Or Diaz. I think Diaz gets him. Casemiro's not better than Rodri, though. And Varane's not better than Diaz. I can't agree with that. Oh, is that a foul? Is that a foul? Akanji's committed a foul in the penalty box. Referee says no. And now he's saying handball. I don't agree, Rob. Haaland, mate, we get it. Think about the Queen, says KX. Wait, what? The only people who can give this defense genuine problems are St. Maximin, Antonio, and Salah. And they've got to be on their game as well. Imagine Nunez versus Haaland boxing match. Well, Nunez would try to headbutt him and realize that's against regulations. I can't say that when Varane and Casemiro are older and have won more. Rob, if you are basing the quality of a player on their team accolades, then you're in trouble. It's 2022. It's not 2018. The North team is City team with Salah and Diaz in it. And Van Dijk, right, halves, and Van Dijk. And Alisson. Thoughts on Ederson? Genuinely don't rate him at all, and your City mates agree. I cannot disagree anymore, Football Always. I would argue and contend that Ederson is one of our most important players. Rodri with the long shot straight to the goalkeeper, though. Varane and Casemiro world class. Not anymore. As I say, it's not 2018 anymore. Yeah. On the Ederson thing. If Ederson doesn't play, I mean, we saw it in the FA Cup semi-final with bloody Stefan. Ederson is so integral to how City build out from the back. Oh, and goodness me, Wolves are about to score, are they? And it's a shot, which is well wide in the end. Had to do better there. You got your first game of the season, right, Jack? Tell me more about this. Hold on, we get it, mate. You can score goals. This is just pathetic. Think about kids starving. Yeah, honestly, Haaland is such a Tory fraud. I'm surprised by Akanji. Him and Ake have been such good signings that have gone a bit under the radar. And Akanji has only played... This is third game, so... It's like probably too early to say anything about him. He's been really good. And I don't quite get why. But he hasn't really been tested yet, and he maybe was a little bit at fault for the Bellingham goal, probably. If you had to put the blame on anyone. But yeah, Akanji's been really good. And he's 5th choice. And based on how he's playing, he'd probably start for a lot of Premier League teams. And he was only 15 million as well. So based on how he started his Manchester City career, very impressed with him. And whoever said about Ake as well, I think that was DR as well. Ake is not playing today, but he's also been really good this season. And was also very good towards the back end of last season as well. And the middle end of last season. Top 6, asks Nico. I'm going to stick with what I predicted at the start of the season, Nico. I've got from 6th to 1st. This is what I predicted before a ball was kicked. It's... Oh, just going to watch City play it out from the back here. With John Stones, who does lose the ball there. That was poor from Johnny. Akanji, I was just singing your praises and you commit a silly foul there. Yes, yeah, so 6th, I've got Manchester United. 5th, I've got Arsenal. 4th is Chelsea. 3rd is Spurs. 2nd is Liverpool. 1st is Manchester City. That was my prediction before the start of the season, before a ball was kicked, and I'm not going to change it. Oh, Harves, tell me more about your job, mate. How are you doing with that? Where is it at, mate? I'm guessing your interview went well because you obviously got the job. We don't have a 5th choice. We have 5 first-choice centre-halves. Nat Phillips is a better 5th choice centre-half. IMO. Not sure about that one, Football Always. Hello, Gasky. Let's just watch this free kick from Wolves. It's Neves. It's well over. That was a very tricky shot. I thought he was going to cross it. I think there should be a rule where Haaland has to hop around the pitch. Only fair for the other teams. Akanji starts for every team but City, Liverpool, Chelsea, and United. Yeah, he would start for a lot of Premier League sides. Messi, Ronaldo, it's Messi. He doesn't start for Cardiff. Good point. Kanji doing well there too, Ederson. Who does not do good distribution there. I was bigging you up there. Every time I big up a player, they start to do poorly. But just to end that Ederson point, he is so crucial to how we build up. And therefore instrumental to how we play. Because if Ederson doesn't play, then other teams can press much easier. My guy, Tayab Siskaski. JD Sports Halves, what's your exact role? Are you a cashier? Are you on the shop floor? Are you in the warehouse? What are you doing, Halves? What are you doing? And well done, by the way. Genuinely, congratulations. Is that your first job? You drop an ice cream bike. What? Oh, De Bruyne with a very odd pass to Diaz, and Diaz somehow does amazingly well to get it away to Grealish, and now Grealish can catch Wolves in transition, and he does his man there. Haaland's now arriving. It's a good tackle though. Should be a City throw in. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Do you enjoy your scuba diving fat Gasky? I loved it, mate. I loved it. Edson isn't the only goalkeeper in the world that can do that. I didn't say he did, but he's the best at it. Ramsdale. He's the best at it, for sure. Yeah, Gasky, if we could have more bizarre dad facts, that'd be great. Oh yeah, Kanji wouldn't start for United, but he would start for a lot of Premier League sides, which, as I say, is a little bit insane, considering that he cost, was it 10, 15 mil, and he's done really well. What camera am I using? It's a fantastic question, Football Always. Should I give you a link, mate? One sec. Uno momento, por favor. I will get the link for you, just because I'm so nice. City coming forwards again. De Bruyne, who's had a lot of space on that right-hand side. It comes to... I thought Bernardo was going to have a lash at it. Jack Grealish on the edge of the box. It's going well over. Well over. Well bloody over. Is it this? I'm trying to find it for you. I think it's this. This isn't exactly it, but it's based... It's Sony... I don't know why this is it, but with a slight extension on it. There you go. Give that a go. Let me know if that's come to you, Football Always. Stans asks who scored for City. Super Jackie Grealish. And of course, Erling Haaland. Of course. And speaking of Haaland, he's on the ball now. Really nice hold-up play again. See, he's not just a tapping merchant, even though... I might do a video on there being nothing... There is no such thing as a tapping merchant. But even if he was just that, which he isn't, he is not. He is not. Let's have a look-see. Ramsdale is the worst distributor out of all the big six keepers. That does not surprise me. It doesn't matter what the margin is, Will. Edison is the best at distributing. That was my point. You work as the cashier halves. Excellent. Well, just don't steal people's money and you'll be fine. Then you'll be fine. He would start for most of the teams. He'd probably play for like Chelsea, Spurs. Maybe Spurs. Maybe. Might be pushing it there. Musty says starts for every club outside the big six. Yeah. No, there's no such thing as just a tapping merchant, because to say merchant suggests that there's a negative aspect to it, whereas there is no such thing as luck in that respect consistently over and over and over again. It's about intelligence and making the runs and getting in the right positions. You can see Grealish has had a confidence boost, says Jack. And I do think he is that sort of player. I think he is that sort of player. No Pickford for England. He is injured, Stans. He is injured, to be fair. You're fuming he took Wells to the Prem and finished 8th. Halves. Sort your owners out. Back to the match. We're 30 minutes in. City are comfortable in this game. They've had more of the ball away from home, as you'd expect. Let's say Haaland's a penalty box striker. He can do, but he did just score outside the box. I just think he's a very good striker. Or can Cancelo win that? He cannot. Nearly commits the foul. He doesn't. Rodri's got to be careful. And Stone steps up. Well done, City. There we go. Merchants suggest it's all they do, which is true. But well, first of all, it's not true, because he also holds up the play very well, and his link-up play is very good, and he just scored a goal from outside the box. And as I say, it's not about you. All you do is stand there and get a tap. This is why it always confuses me when people say, oh, if I played for City, I'd get 10 goals or something. You wouldn't, though, because you're going to have the intelligence to make those runs and be in the right space. I implore everyone to go look at clips of Haaland's tap-ins. Go take a look at how frequently he looks around and look at the motions and the movements that he makes. He goes forwards, he goes backwards, and then he creates the space, and then from the space he's created for himself with his excellent movement, he then attacks that space. That isn't being a tap-in merchant, which again suggests that there is no skill or talent going on here. He's created that opportunity for himself. I wasn't calling Haaland a poacher. I'm just saying tapping merchant is a different name for poacher. Well, tapping merchant is just used incorrectly, Will. That's the point I'm trying to make. And as I say, certainly at this level, there is no such thing as a tapping merchant because you create that space for yourself. Who got the assist? De Bruyne got the first assist, a lovely cross into Jack Grealish, and then Bernardo got the second for Erling Haaland. Football Always, let me know if you got that link. I don't know if it's sent on the YouTube, but that is the camera that I'm using. If you want to know the exact name of it, it is a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K with a, I can't remember the exact lens. It's a Sigma, oh gosh, can't remember what lens I've got. I think it's an f1.8. It's a big lens. Oh, what's happening here? A Wolves player's been sent off. Oh, dearie me. I was talking about a camera and there's a foul on Grealish and a Wolves player's been sent off. Collins it is. Where is Ryan? He said Collins was going to have an outrageous game. And he has. And it's a red card. Red card. High challenge. Did not see it in real time. Groin areas as Jermaine Genius. Let's have a look at this. Cancelo clipped it into Grealish. He does draw. Oh my god! Oh my god! He kung fu kicks him. Oh my god, that is awful! Fucking hell! What is that? That is one of the most bizarre challenges I've ever seen. That's the most blatant red I've ever seen. That was sort of not quite as bad. That was shades of Nigel de Jong against Xabi Alonso in the 2020 World Cup final. Not quite as bad. But good God. Why? Who is he complaining to? Why? Who is he justifying it to? I'm so lost. I'm so confused. Good Lord. That is bizarre. So bizarre. Collins is a good player, I promise. Ben Mee is unbelievably clear. Unbelievably clear. Yeah, hopefully Jack is all right because that looked really bad. That was a really bad challenge. I would suggest that was a brain dead challenge. Yeah, he was complaining. I've no idea. I've no idea. Colin salty Grealish snaked Ireland. And Jack says it. How can you argue that? That's a straight red. That was the most blatant red card I've ever seen. As I say, hopefully Jack is all right. He's up now. It was going into his chest and it sort of like went downwards into his groin area. It was such and it's not even like Grealish was in a really dangerous area either. Bizarre. Bizarre challenge. Collins is clear of getting red cards. He's looking at his abdominal area. Gosh, there's a mark there in his hip and abs area. Flipping heck. Hopefully, oi, Ollie, don't be mean. I have Haaland captain and Foden Cancelo on my team. How are they doing? Foden's not got a goal contribution, but Haaland has a goal. Cancelo's got a clean sheet so far and is doing well. What's Collins doing? Asks Donny. Mate, I've no idea. This man thinks he's playing Kung Fu fucking Panda on Xbox 360. He needs a rest for the Island games next week. Was it tactical football always? Was it tactical? Game's gone soft. Yeah, let's go to our referee correspondent, Will. Please tell me more about that. Was it a dirty dive by Jack Grealish? Back in my day, that's allowed. Village, isn't your day like 2008? As Goldbridge would say, what a prat. That was the most obscene challenge. Just so, not even by the nature of how strong it was, just how moronic it was and unnecessary. But there we go. Bizarre. City are 2 goals up, and they're now a man up. So, Foden with some very good defensive work there. And look at all the space for De Bruyne. They did not find him. But yeah, there's now going to be even more space. Why are the Wolves fans now booing Jack Grealish for getting kung fu kicked? What do they want this man to do? And he's been called a wanker for getting kung fu kicked. I don't understand. Oh, they're doing it anyway. Okay. That's all right then. I thought it was a reaction. I thought it was as a reaction to getting Colin sent off. It's like, what? I'm so sorry I got kung fu kicked in the abdominal region and hips, mate. Barely any contact. Wolves have been robbed. VAR review means yellow for diving Grealish. Will, thank you for that brilliant refereeing. I thought it was. I got very confused there. I mean, they're booing Grealish because he played for Villa, who are another club in that region. But really, they should be booing their own player, Collins, for being a moron. In fact, that reminds me of another Wolves situation where it was Jimenez who got 2 yellow cards in the space of about 30 seconds at the Etihad last season, which ultimately cost his team the game. And the Wolves fans were applauding him as he was walking off. I was like, he's just cost you the game, you prats. What are you doing? Oh, De Bruyne, not with the best pass to little Phil. And Stones is so advanced up the pitch. It's so bizarre seeing Stones there. Musty, it's just like a thing. I don't know, to be honest. Steven Bergwijn's clear. Wolves are just odd. Well, this is an odd club as well, in fairness. They are very odd. How many Portuguese players are playing for Wolves today? In fact, how many Portuguese players are on the pitch generally? Because we've got Cancelo and Bernardo and Diaz as well. Is it like 11? This is dangerous, though. And Podence hits the shot. So it would have been a screamer if it went in, but it was going well wide. Wolves have the highest passions per 90. Is it 6? There are 6 Wolves Portuguese players, and there's 3 for City. So there's 9 Portuguese players on the pitch. Goodness me. Goodness me. No, there's a 3 for City, because it's Diaz and Bernardo and Cancelo. So if there are 6 for Wolves, that means there's 9 overall. How dare you forget Bernardo existed? Is it 10? I don't know. Can I see their flag? I don't know what all the nationalities are, to be honest. What was the XG on Haaland's shot? Look at that, an XG of 0.07. Once again, Erling Haaland outperforming his XG. What a man. What a beautiful, sexy man. If City can just go into half-time, 2-0 up, and man up, really, they should lock the game down. And they should go on to make it 3, 4, 5, if we're being honest with ourselves. Hopefully they don't get complacent. I'd like to see City break a goal-scoring record this season. In fact, what is the goal-scoring record? I'm assuming it's when it was the City Centurions. Was that 106? 102? I can't remember. The keeper and all the midfield attack are Portuguese. So how many is that total? Start of the midfield 3 and the front 3. So that is 10. It's 10 Portuguese players. Hello, Mo. Premier League's a Farmers League. Never been a fan of it anyway. This has been all City, and Wolves have made their job infinitely harder. Again, sent off. I think there's a Wolves defender who said something about the referee and he's upset. Why is he having a cry? Gosh, he's a stocky man. Who is he? I think Wolves need to calm down here if they're arguing with the referee at a kung fu kick. I've no idea what Collins was doing, Mo. Being an idiot, that's what. Dutch League better than Prem. True Geordie was correct. Actually, my most recent video was on the True Geordie and why he was wrong about Manchester City. I think it's quite a good video. It's only 6 minutes. If you'd like to give that a watch after the stream, you're more than welcome to. This is better from Wolves. Akanji's got some work to do. And does he commit a foul there? Referee says no. Wolves players going down too easily. That's the 2nd or 3rd time that's happened for Wolves. Let's have a look at this. It's a stocky man again. I mean, it's shoulder to shoulder. It's not a foul. Yeah, it's 10, Will, which is a bit mad, isn't it? It's not a foul, it's shoulder to shoulder. Yeah, it's a bit mad, isn't it, Jack? Why are some messages in green, some others in purple? The green messages are for... not, I don't want to say standard, but, you know, general viewers. If your message is in purple, then you are a moderator of the channel. Eventually, I've also got it, so if it's in gold, it means you're a subscriber to the Twitch, but I'm not yet a partner, so I can't offer that yet. However, if and when that does happen, we've also got gold messages. And Stones nearly did a Saliba, but he did well to recover. 1 or 2 more red cards as Nico. Guys, is this going to end 11 versus 10? I'd like to show you the orange, but I can't show you it, unfortunately. Hopefully that will happen at some point. You are indeed, KX. You didn't captain Haaland. Mo, who did you captain? Well, if you're a VIP, well, your name won't change. But that's what I mean by a Twitch subscriber. That's when it becomes orange. But if you're a VIP, you'll have the badge next to your name. So there are no VIPs. Oh, there you go. There you go. Kante, who is a VIP. He's got a little diamond next to his name. Oh, you're Captain Kane. Oh. Well, to be fair, aren't they at home against Leicester? He probably is going to score more than Haaland in fairness, so I think that's fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. But hey, in his current form, you'd be a fool to bet against Haaland. So Haaland's now on 14 goals. So he's on 11 Premier League goals. Hello, DR. 11 Premier League goals and 14 goals overall. Bear in mind, guys, the record for a Premier League season is 34, set by Alan Shearer and Andy Cole. And the record for all competitions for a Premier League player is 44. And he's already on 14, which is a bit insane. Here's Grealish. No sympathy for getting Kung Fu kicked. Kevin De Bruyne makes some space for himself on his weak foot, and it's a corner. DR supports West Ham. Lucky name at the top. Yes, and these are the even more outrageous and special VIPs, my Nobblets. Shout out. Look at that. Yes. 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 They call me Daniel Bryan. He's going to get 40, says Nico. Guys, get your predictions in. How many goals is Haaland going to get in the Premier League? He's got 11 so far. How many goals is he going to get in all competitions? He's got 14 so far. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Premier League and overall, please. That's what I want to know. That ball went out. Well done. Well done. Roy said he'll get 15 this entire season. That was a little bit insane, wasn't it? That would have only happened if he got an outrageous injury. I can confirm I am Daniel Bryan, Will. Can confirm that. 33 in the Prem, 51 in all competitions. Oh, so you think he's just going to miss out on the all-time record? He would therefore break the record for most goals in a 38-game season, which is currently set by Salah. But in terms of overall, it is Andy Cole and Shearer, who have 34. And that Andy Cole season especially is one of the most insane seasons because I think he took like 1 penalty and he also got 13 assists, something insane, when he was the main man for Newcastle. 42 with no injury. Is that in the Prem or overall, Nico? It must be 58 Prem, 84 all competitions. Timber to pocket Haaland. Well, let's see if they meet in the Champions League. Could City make it worse? Foden tried to find Jack Grealish on the edge of the box. Wolves now able to clear it away. Oh, wow. 42 in the Prem with no injury. I'd love that. I'd love it. Especially if it would be his first season also. He's going to finish the Premier League season with 30 plus. So I'll say about 36. And if City go far in the Champions League, at least semi-finals, I'll go 52 in the whole season. And also, I know he probably won't play in the early stages of the FA Cup and the League Cup. But in general, you expect City to go relatively deep in those competitions as well. De Bruyne takes the shots well wide. You expect City to go deep in the League Cup and FA Cup also. So it would not be a surprise if he features in those matches and also scores in those matches as well. I think his most appearances in a season is 41, and that was at Dortmund in his second season, his first full season with Dortmund. There's no reason why he can't get to like 40, 50 appearances, and with how his goal-scoring form has been in recent seasons, his goals normally equate to around his games. He won't score more than 20 in all competitions, says Village. Right. Okay. He's already on 14, Village. So that's a very bold statement to make. Ajax play Napoli. So that's a tricky group, Donny. You hate having games in hand. It's an L in it. Kanji again, well done. Well done, Rodri. Kanji looks like he's been part of this defense for years. He says, yeah, as I say, Kanji, I don't understand. I don't understand how he's done so well. Hello, Devin, you lovely man. How you doing? Ollie, I love you, mate. Ajax to make Europa League. Hey, you never know, Donny. You never know. If they beat Liverpool in Amsterdam, which they probably have to do, anything can happen. Cancelo does really well to beat his man. Is there one last chance for City? Here's Bernardo Silva. Haaland's in the box. Foden's arriving now. And now City take it back. I think it is going to just be 2-0. No last-ditch chance for City. Unless Cancelo clips it. He does, Haaland! Oh, on the tits, but it was a hard one to control, and Wolves were able to clear it. It was nearly a third. And that is half-time. What an exciting, interesting first half that was. Haaland nearly made it 3 towards the end. City are winning 2-0, and they have a man up thanks to Jack Grealish, who got a goal within inside 55 seconds. And then, obviously, Erling Haaland scores. Just banged my knee. Erling Haaland scores the second. Obviously, he does. His first goal outside the box for City with his weak foot as well makes it an even better finish. He can go left. He can go right. Inside the box. Outside the box. Header. Tits. Arse. Weak foot. Left foot. It's as simple as that. And Collins with a moronic decision to Kung Fu kick Jack Grealish. That's a lovely quote to add, KX. Well done. As we'll go to the phone in very shortly, chaps. Don't worry. You're going to kill Haaland, says Village. Well, that would make him unable to score more goals, to be fair. Our next game is City, which will just put us even further back in the league. Probably KX, yeah. Collins is a silly man, says Donny. I agree. Very foolish decision by him. Don't really know what he was going for, because there was no genuine danger there either. There was no genuine danger. Grealish was just on the wing, minding his own business. And he's just... Unless something miraculous happens, he's just cost his team... Well, they're already losing 2-0. But probably cost his team an opportunity to get back into the game. Little bit odd there. And yeah, hold on, push the camera. I did not see that. If you are a Nobbler and you do want to join the phone in, then hop into the general tech voice chat in the Discord server. I'll be with you shortly. Would just like to say, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. If you enjoy my content, then do consider supporting the channel directly if you are able to do so. Of course, you can do that through my Patreon. A link should have just popped up on Twitch and YouTube. There's also a link in every single one of my YouTube videos. You get to support me directly, and you also get stuff back. Lovely little perks, including Nob Coins, our cryptocurrency on stream. You get to join me at halftime on streams, which we'll go to shortly. You also get priority access to our gaming nights. You get a nice exclusive role in the Discord server. And all that jazz. If you've got any questions about it, then do feel free to direct message me about it. You can join the Patreon for as little as £1 a month, which translates to around 5p a day. But anyway, what's that? How do you see socials? All my socials are in my description, Donny. So just go to the YouTube video description, and there should be a section called socials. All of them are there. So the Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, etc., etc. But guys, why has Jack sent me 5 DMs? What is happening? Anyway, let us now go to the Nobbler phone-in. It is time. It's better than talk shite. It's better than... Oh, gosh. It's better than 606. It is Knob Talk, and I'm joined by my Noblet Jack and my Noblet of Fire, Kante, who did get a verbal and visual shout out in the most recent YouTube video. I don't know if you saw that, Kante, but that did happen. Oh, sorry, Drill wants to join as well. Gosh, everyone wants to join now. Okay, we'll do this one at a time, shall we? Let's keep this organized. Let's start with Kante. How you doing, mate?
Terrible.
Why are you doing terrible, mate? What's going on?
I don't feel well.
Is it a physical or a mental issue?
Both.
Oh, goodness me. Well, let's start with the physical aspect. What's wrong?
Sore throat.
Is it just a sore throat?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Drink lots of water. That's my suggestion there. Maybe have some orange juice as well. That will assist. Hello, Nex. And the mental side, Kante. What's going on, mate? How can I help you?
Fuck off.
Okay, lovely stuff. Good to speak to you, Kante, as always.
You shit, mate.
Who is Vamos? Let's go.
That's DR.
No, it's me.
Okay. Hello, Ben, mate. How are you doing?
Vamos, I'm ready.
Hey, how you doing, Ben, mate?
Doing all right.
What have you been up to today?
I just freaking went to Sports Direct to drop off like my ID and that, and then they said they can confirm it by Tuesday, and then I can do my like enrollment thing, and then boom.
Wonderful. Ben is in employment. For those who don't know, he recently got a new job at Sports Direct?
Yeah.
Well done, Ben. And just remind us what your role is going to be.
Just on the shop floor and that, you know, just help out the customers. You know me, I'm a customer man. Oi, I'm speaking to Ben. You're a front-facing guy, aren't you? Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I'll help them all out.
Yeah, utilising those interpersonal and communication skills. We love to see it.
Sports Direct, mate.
Let's speak to another Sports Direct man, or a former one anyway. Drill Hub. Oi! Drill Hub, a.k.a. Liam Hub. How you doing, Drill?
I'm doing very well.
What have you been up to today?
Sleeping.
Just sleep? You've just woken up?
No, like maybe an hour ago, but
I am ready, vamos.
Goodness me. So what are your plans for the day? Drill has recently started university life. Do you have any plans for the day?
Well, I need to go to Argos.
Shit, mate, sounds well fun.
And then we're going to a sports bar to watch a Spurs game.
Who are Spurs playing, sorry?
Leicester.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I'll probably just go out somewhere tonight. I don't know where.
Oh, you lad.
Lovely stuff, yeah. Absolute lad, absolute weapon. Hope you enjoy that. Are you making friends? Are you playing nice?
I'm beating everyone up, mate. So,
yeah, mate, really.
We've got a question, and the chat. If you've got any questions for the Noblets, feel free to submit them in the chat. Musty says, please can you ask Liam's thoughts on Haaland's tap-in against Wolves?
Mate, even like the people who score like a tap in every goal get a good goal eventually. Like, you can't score that many tap-ins and not score a good goal. It's impossible.
So Haaland has scored a good goal?
Only one. So technically, that's his first goal of the season in my eyes.
Interesting. Okay, that's very interesting interpretation of it. I must say, he did a lovely little leap as well. We love that from Erling Haaland. But let's come to Jack now, who I think wants to have a bit of a rant, even though City are literally winning 2-0 and they're a man advantage up. But Jack, you're still unhappy.
I'm not happy, mate.
Go on.
What more does Julian Alvarez have to do to start? Like, the one start he's had this season, he scored a brace. What more does he have to do? When he's come on off the bench, he's done well. You know, he won us the game against Dortmund, let's be real.
I appreciate that, but who would you have started ahead of him? Sorry, who would you replace instead of him? Sorry.
Grealish, because he was in bad form.
But he scored a goal inside 55 seconds, so wasn't Pep proven right?
Don't count.
Yeah, well, I said he was in bad form, but he's had a good game so far.
Yeah, so why are you still upset?
Because he still deserves to start. Drop that lanky Norwegian fraud. What's he done?
An interesting take. I think I don't have an issue with Alvarez being slowly worked into the side and gradually getting minutes from the bench, to be honest.
But the other thing is,
going to get minutes. He ain't good enough.
The other thing is, realistically, when's he next going to start? Because after the international break, we play United, then Copenhagen, then Southampton, then Copenhagen again.
Well, he'll definitely play against Copenhagen, surely. So probably the second game.
That's still like what, October something.
But that's because of an international break, isn't it? He'll make an appearance in this game, I'm sure.
Too long for Alvarez ball.
Next says, in my opinion, the Grealish signing wasn't worth it. We'll have to find out next. It's still early days in his Manchester City career, and he has scored a good goal today.
1 year in is not early days. Let's be honest here.
Well, it is if a player stays there 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, isn't it?
But he's like 27 years old.
Right, so he could be here for
like 3 goals a season.
So he could be here for 5, 6 years. So therefore, first year is early days, isn't it? By definition.
Might not be.
He could be, but he won't be.
He's been there a year. Cost 100 mil, and what's he done, mate? Fuck all.
Well, he scored a goal today, and he also scored a goal against West Ham, which ultimately was crucial in winning us the league.
My bad, at least he scored a goal against Wolves. That's my bad. I raised my hands up there.
He would have won the league if he didn't score that goal.
We would have lost that game.
Yeah, but even if you lost the game, you still won the league because you had so much more goal difference than us.
Would it have come down to goal difference at that point?
Yeah.
If City lost? If City lost that game?
Yeah, if you lost that game, it would have been goal difference because you was only 1 point ahead of us.
Yeah, but then you never know because then there's a different mentality going into the last games of the season, isn't it? That's what game state is, and that's why it changes.
Vamos, sign ready. Vamos.
Good. Really good to see Drillin stood my point there. Anyway, moving on. No, you didn't understand. That's fine. So Jack, when would you introduce Alvarez into this game?
60th minute, around there.
And who's coming off for him?
Foden, he's not done much.
He did a lovely back heel for the first goal.
Ooh, fucking back heel.
Little back heel.
I don't know why you're acting like it wasn't a good thing. It was the ball which then led to the assist.
Yeah, but other than that, what's he done?
Other than contribute to the first goal, yeah, he's not done much, to be honest, mate.
Guys, why did Nathan Collins get sent off? I thought it was a really good challenge.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that kung fu kick, shall we?
It was a good challenge, I thought.
What?
For the rest of the league.
What was that?
Haaland get sent off, mate, when he kicked Anderson in the head. They're both red cards.
Shut up. That was no, we're not playing this game. Why? We're not playing this game. Why did he kung fu kick him? Why did he kung fu kick him? What was that all about? Is there any justification?
Well, it was an accident, mate.
It's just moronic, though.
Yeah, but Haaland kicking someone in the
Drill, we're not talking about a moronic, irrelevant comparison, so stop bringing it up, please. Why did Collins kung fu kick him like an idiot? No, we're not playing this game.
The simple answer is his idol is Nigel de Jong.
I was going to say, yeah, it is shades of that incident in the 2010 World Cup. I know it's not as bad.
That's the simple answer.
I don't know if anyone remembers that, but de Jong kicked Xabi Alonso right in the chest and only got a yellow card.
Deservedly so.
I didn't really ask me.
Thanks, mate. That's really contributing to the discussion. Musty says Jack did that noise perfectly. He learned from the master, clearly. It was a very good noise, Jack. Well done. Do you want to do it for us again?
What?
The...
What?
Yeah, that. I love that.
Hello, I'm ready.
Hello, Callum. Saw Brunny running at him, justified. Says Callum, look.
Just leave me alone. I know what I'm doing.
Okay. Maybe. Look, he just wanted to let him know he was there. Maybe that was the situation. But anyway, guys, the second half's about to start. Does anyone think that Wolves are not going to lose this game?
Me.
Okay, Ben, what's the final score going to be?
Easy one, mate. 3-2 Wolves. You know he's back on a hat-trick.
Is it their goalkeeper?
No, mate. It's actually 8 Neri. Come on, mate.
It's actually who?
No, Johnny. Johnny's back on the hat-trick, mate.
Okay. Lovely stuff. Thank you guys so much for thank you guys so much for joining me. That was the Noblet phone in. As I say, guys, if you would like to support the channel, you can do so through the Patreon. Patreon link is in the YouTube description of every single video. The link is also there. Do consider supporting because it does allow me to continue making content for you guys on a permanent basis. Thank you so much to everyone who does support on the Patreon, by the way. This is what this is, by the way. Now, also, if you want your name in the Noblet Hall of Fame, then you can do that. And you can do that. But anyway, the second half is about to commence. We had quite an extended first half in respect of injury time due to the outrageous Collins red card. Don't really know what was happening there. Let me know what you guys think the final score is going to be. I still wouldn't be surprised if Wolves nicked a goal on the counter-attack, even with 10 men. But I would be staggered if City failed to... I mean, if City failed to win from here, it is the definition of a bottle, I think it is fair to say. But City are in control. They've had most of the ball. They've had most of the chances. They've had most of the shots. Edison's made, I think, one save, but it was a very tight angle. It was never going to properly trouble him. Haaland's got his goal. Grealish has got his goal. If De Bruyne can maybe get another assist, if De Bruyne can assist Foden, then I'd love that, because I always love it when Foden scores. Kanji's been strong. Stones at right back hasn't been that much of an issue so far, which is good to see. That's really good to see. Because I was very worried that would be the case. But with Stones being more central, it does mean that De Bruyne can exploit that right-hand side. Second half's kicked off. Can't keep getting away with what kicks? I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. This stream isn't sponsored by Pepsi Max, but I would recommend it as a product. KX, that is highly false. Highly false. I think what Wolves need to do is to sort of... I don't even know what they need to do, to be honest. Because it's... Oh, what tackle that is by Cancelo. Because obviously you need to stay in the game, but... Because if they're one goal down, you can sort of go with... You can go with the right, we'll just survive in the game until like the 80th minute, and then we'll try to do something maybe on the counter-attack. But if you're 2 goals down, you can't do that for the whole game. I don't think Wolves have scored a second half goal. Wait, that can't be a true stat, surely. Wolves haven't scored a second half goal this season. Surely not. Also, chaps, please let me know what your thoughts are on... We used to have, like, stadiums in the background here. What I've now started to do is have the Champions League background. Oh, it could be dangerous. Grealish is fouled. And the Premier League background, obviously. Let me know if you prefer this. I think it looks better visually, and I prefer it. Musty's going to check that stat. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me they're the lowest scorers at all. In fact, shall we have a look at the league standings? Based on this. Oh, of course, there's no Costa today. I forgot he signed. So, Wolves, currently, how many goals? Yes, Wolves have scored 3 goals, which is the same as West Ham. So, it wouldn't surprise me if that stat was true. And as I say, as it stands, they will be on how many points? Only 6 points, which is not good. It's not good, but it is early days. It is early days, but as it stands, that is less than a point a game. And they haven't. That is insane. Well, they need to break their trend from this season, and they need to get 2. Look at Preston. I've only got the Premier League standings available to me, Village. Here's Kevin. I think all I want to happen now is no silly injuries. What options are there on the bench? I love that. Diego Costa, new signing, injured until early October. Brilliant. I'd like it if Alvarez came on, obviously. I wouldn't mind if Walker came on to maybe get some minutes. De Bruyne tried to win a foul, wasn't able to. I'd like it if Gomez got some minutes. Who else? Maybe Palmer and even Mahrez as well. No, Village. They scored 1 in the second half, but it was disallowed. Yeah, this is why I think Wolves... I think I've predicted them to finish 12th. I wouldn't be surprised if they finish much lower because they are so poor in terms of scoring goals and going forwards. As we saw last season, only the relegated sides performed worse than them. And Wolves have a free kick. The referee has a very shiny head today. Not really sure that's a foul, to be honest. Don't think that's a foul, but it's been given. And this would be a perfect start to the game week. What's your guys' favourite kickoff time and day? Let's exclude like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm not talking about European. I'm talking about Premier League. So you can have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. What's your favourite kickoff day and favourite time? They might be the most boring team in the league. Definitely. Wolves are dogs. Although, even though they are boring, they're coming forwards here. And Stones has got some work to do. And Rodri, really good tracking back. Clears the danger away. Well done. It is still 2-0. Yes, Don, if you want to see the score, mate, it's just there. Top left of your screen. Preston have played 9, scored 3, conceded 2. The L. 4:30 p.m. kickoffs are classes, Donny. On what day, though? 3 on a Saturday, says Ollie. Saturday at 7:45, says Callum. Early kickoff Saturday. 5 late kickoff on a Saturday. And Monday nights for Village. I think for me, if it's going to a match, I hate evening matches. Because I don't like getting back. I really hate going to a match and then as soon as I come in, I've got to have like a rush tea, or I've got to have a rush tea before I go to the match. And then like I've just got to go to bed straight away or something. Or, you know, it's really late when I get into the evening. Going to evening matches I hate. I don't mind watching them at home, but going to them I really don't like. Going to the matches, my favourite is an early kickoff. And actually, I think generally speaking, I think it was Musty who said it. I agree. 12:30. I know there's a bit of controversy about the early kickoff. I think 12:30 early kickoff on a Saturday is my favourite because it's like, especially if City win, it's like, okay, our game's out of the way. 3 points are on the board. Now I can enjoy the other games knowing that we've got the 3 points and I can just watch everyone else. Whereas let's say City play last and let's say it's in a, for example, towards the end of last season, I think Liverpool played first before City like 3 or 4 times in a row towards the end, and the pressure always came on City, and I never liked that. I love walking to St Mary's for a late kickoff. Yeah, I just don't like late. I don't like it late. And Halves love late matches. They feel better. For the Champions League, I agree. If it's a midweek match, obviously, it could only be then. Well, it could be 5:30, couldn't it? Because sometimes they are. But you know what I mean. I don't mind an 8 o'clock kickoff if it's a weekday. But for a weekend, I'm not a fan of late kickoff. I love an early kickoff. Wake up early, get prepped, get ready, and then you've got the rest of the day to just be like, hey, you've got 3 points. Lovely stuff. And Donnie says 12:30 is horrific. I quite like it. I'm a fan. I love the late night breeze. Oh, and City have got to be careful. It's now cleared away, but that could have been tricky for City. De Bruyne just needs to clear it now. He didn't. Gave it to Foden instead. Not Foden, sorry. That play intercepted Foden. Wolves keep it well, but now City have been able to come out. No, they're not. Sorry, apologies. They aren't, apparently. 1 ball in. There's bodies in the box for Wolves now. It's blocked. I feel like Wolves are sort of banking on a City player fouling them because there's been a few times where I feel like a Wolves player could have done a bit more, but they've sort of like stopped, tried to wait for contact, it hasn't come, then they've either fallen over or not been given it. If it's in the summer, fair enough, I'll have it earlier, but in the winter and autumn, I much prefer the nights as halves. I don't know what it is. I just really like. I really, really like it early. Oh, Haaland's done well. He somehow got that. Fuck off, Neves. Haaland's got much better hairstyle than you. Miscontrols that, though. My favourite Haaland hairstyle is probably his early Dortmund one where it was shorter. Even though I don't mind the ponytail look. It does make him look more like a Viking. I did like the gelled up short style. Excuse me. What I'm not liking so far in this second half is how much of the ball Wolves are getting, considering they're down to 10 men. You wouldn't be able to tell that they are a man short. And yet they are. I don't know why City are playing a bit more passive. Appreciate you 2-0 up, but I still don't like it. Oh, Grealish has done really well there. Grealish has done exceptionally well to create this opportunity for City. Really, there should be a goal for little Phil, and he's not controlled it well, though. It was a bad ball by Kevin. Haaland was running in as well. Bence, thank you so much for following the channel. Does it fall to Foden? No, it doesn't. Comes to the goalkeeper instead. City should have scored there. Grealish did superbly well. He just ghosted past one challenge, two challenges, takes the foul, but finds Bernardo, who switched it to Kevin. Haaland made a really good run. And Kevin wasn't quite able to find him. That's a shame. And now, again, why have Wolves got so much space? Cancelo did unbelievably well to get back and put the challenge in. Trent, if you're watching, mate, that is how a fullback gets back and puts in a challenge. FYI. You love the ponytail. Hey, I like it as well. I'm not saying I don't like it. I just prefer the short hairstyle. Bence, feel free to get involved in the chat. Feel free to let me know what football club you support. I am a Manchester City fan and an England fan. Let me know who you support if you'd like to. You don't have to. City should be 3-0 up. And there you go. And I was right in terms of the dominating the ball. The last 5 minutes, Wolves have had 65% of it, which is obscene. Because they are a man short. City are letting them have the ball. And maybe it's a plan. Maybe it's a plan. Maybe they want to just like catch them on the counter because they rarely get to counter because they normally have all of the ball. It doesn't seem that way. It doesn't seem organised. Akanji is so far out there. That was really weird. But again, Cancelo's in the right place at the right time. Well done, Zhao. It's dangerous, but Rodri pulled it off. And Grealish again has done... Grealish has had a really, really good game. De Bruyne, that wasn't the best header. And now he commits the foul. Referee plays the advantage. And the advantage was wiped out. So it's a free kick to Wolves. Haaland's worst was the weird mid-length shit he had during his second season. I can't even remember that. I'm going to Google that because I can't even remember what that looks like. Haaland, Dortmund hair. I liked his first hairstyle. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, with the band. Oh no, yeah, that was awful. Are you talking about the one where it's like split centrally and it's got like a hairnet band thing? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I do agree. Oh, that went right into Cancelo's balls, did it? Didn't feel it. Apparently not. Arsenal. Oh, hello, Tim Big 2, an Arsenal and Canada fan. Excellent stuff. Canada are in the World Cup, aren't they? You excited? You excited? Alphonso Davies ball. What are your thoughts on Arsenal so far this season, Tim? Do you think they are going to get top 4? Oh, Sarr gets so lucky there. Bernardo and Rodri nearly got on the end of it. That was a fine margin, but now Rodri is nowhere near where he should be defensively. Cannot foul him. Doesn't. Akanji does well. Well done. Wolves got let off with one there. And it's a corner for Wolves. Wolves nearly turning misfortune into an opportunity. City have a corner to defend. Wolves have been better this whole second half than they have been the entire first half. Don't know what that team talk was at halftime, but clearly it has worked. Come on, Akanji, clear it out. Well done, Phil. Nice and strong challenge. Excellent. City able to clear. Look, sometimes, Ollie, if you got to burp, you got to burp. Do I see Wolves scoring? Asks Nico. Honestly, Nico, if it keeps going like this, would not be surprised. That being said, I also would not be surprised if City get another 1-2. But the way the game is going right now, Wolves are actually the better side. I don't understand why City are allowing them so much space as that's a misdirected pass. There's no need for City to be affording them this much space. You're 2-0 up. You don't need to be overly committing. Hello, football, bloody amazing. How you doing? Good World Cup logo. Erling Haaland has scored 100 goals in his last 99 games in all competitions since leaving RB Salzburg in January 2020. That is an Opta stat. That's insane. That is insane. He's also got more goals than games in the Champions League. What a man. what a man. And also consider how many, because he also gets assists as well. He got a fair few assists for Dortmund as well. He's got one for City. So in terms of his goal contributing actions, think of what the ratio is. It's just insane, man. Not the best header by Rodri. And again, Wolves can come forwards. City just need to get a bit of a grip here for the next 5 minutes. And that's a goal, is it? Oh, it's a really bad shot by Wolves. That should have been a goal. Or it should have at least been a shot on target. That's Wolves' best opportunity of the entire match. It's clipped over. That shouldn't really cause City an issue. And Cancelo to Ederson. Well done. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this from City. You 2-0 up, a man up, just calm down. There is no need. There is no need for this. There is no need for this. A better team there scores that goal, or at least gets it on target. Canada hoping we can score a goal. Arsenal think this could be the year we finally get back into the top 4. Could be Tim. Wolves. No, Mo. They're not hitting City on the transition at all. Wolves have had more of the ball in the last 5-10 minutes. It's not been a counter-attack at all. With 10 men, Mo, they've had more of the ball. City haven't been counter-attacked on. And that was their best chance. That was anything but transition. That was just, we've got the ball, we're moving it around. Insane. Don't really understand what's going on. For the next, from like now until the 65th minute, I just want City to have the ball just for a bit. Calm down. Calm down. You've got the game won. Do not take defeat from the jaws of victory. And was that Rodri or Cancelo who's upset with something there? Cancelo was upset with something there. I don't know what. Looks fine to me. Maybe he wanted the ball sooner into him, quicker into him. Not sure. But either way, City have the ball now. Calm down. Chill out, yeah? Vibe. Vibe, vibe, vibe. Time for Haaland on, says Jack. Wouldn't be against that. We are getting to the 60th minute, so it's around this point where Haaland... it's around this time where Haaland comes off to retain his goal per minutes ratio. Phone stinks, Mo, mate. Less of that. That's... I thought it was going to be the Newcastle situation. No, it hasn't happened yet, Mo. But yeah, as I say, just for like a 5-10 minute period, they just had more of the ball. It was really odd. City were a bit sloppy. That being said, in that period, City actually caught Wolves in transition, and they should have scored twice, but they didn't. Here's Kevin. Erling Haaland's ghosting. He wins a corner. Captain Kevin. And that does confirm that De Bruyne is ahead of Diaz in the captain pecking order, which was a change that happened at the start of this season. Just fair enough. City are about to make 5,500 passes and kill the game. That's what I mean, Mo. That's what City is so good at. If they're in control and the control gets away from them, it's like, right, get the ball, keep the ball for just the next few minutes. Don't panic. Kill the game, kill the momentum. They're very good at doing that. Is a crucial strategy if a team is getting the better of you at a time. Cancelo takes a shot from about 50 yards out. And I can hear the non-existent City fans chanting again. Musty says, I don't know why Diaz dropped to 3rd in the captaincy rankings. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's just to do with experience, maybe? Because Fernandinho was such a stalwart, and now Kevin De Bruyne is the longest-serving member of the club, so I'm guessing maybe that had a thing to do with it. Although Diaz is the natural captain. Oh, well, that wasn't a foul. And now City getting caught in transition. They'll have an opportunity to shoot here. Rodri gets back. Well done. Diaz is a bit young, but he is the natural successor after De Bruyne leaves. It's got to be him. And to be fair, Diaz will be more like 27, 28 by that point. De Bruyne's not happy with himself, I think. He gave away the ball. I think that was. As I say, I think De Bruyne must be higher in the pecking order due to the fact that he's the longest-serving member of the club now. Still, it was Ajax captain at 19. Yeah, that was insane. Who's going to get top scorer, says the creator. It's got to be Haaland, hasn't it? I mean, who, genuinely, I don't know the answer. I'm going to have a look. Who is even close to him in the Premier League this season. Is it Kane with 5? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. See, season stats. Sorry, it's Mitrovic who is on 6. Kane's on 5. Haaland's got 11. I know it's early days, but I mean, golden boots have been won with 18 sometimes. He's well offside, that player. Surely, I mean, Stones does really well. I'm convinced he would have been offside anyway. Diaz, sorry. Very good from Diaz. He would have been offside anyway. Oh, this going to VAR, but he was offside. Hello? It's nowhere near his arm, you more. So that makes me laugh when like fans are like, oh, they're adamant at something. It was nowhere near his bloody arm. Nowhere near. Idiots. Oh, Diaz. It's not the best clearance. Got to be careful to not foul in the box. There you go. He forced it out. Well done, Rodri. Moutinho falls over for no reason. Again, the Wolves fans wanting a foul for no reason. Classic moronic home fans. And Cancelo's done really well. And if... Oh, that's a yellow card. And that should be 2 yellow cards, realistically. That should be 2 yellow cards. And there's the first. Yeah, well done. They should both get yellow cards from that. That was 2 really poor challenges to break up the play. Yeah, back to what I was saying. Haaland is on 11 goals. Mitrovic is on 6. Again, I have no idea why the Wolves fans are chanting wanker when they were the objectively correct refereeing decisions. But okay. And to confirm what I was saying earlier, Kevin De Bruyne is on 91 Premier League assists. Steven Gerrard, 92. David Silva, 93. Dennis Bergkamp, 94. So De Bruyne 1 away from equaling Gerrard in hundreds fewer games. I know they're not similar players or the exact same players, but it is a little bit insane. Didn't even realize Nunes was on the pitch. Yeah, I agree. Well, that's his biggest contribution of the game so far, getting a yellow card. Gundogan's warming up. What a man. What a man. Gundo is the #1 captain. Again, I think that must come down to a bit of longevity at the club. And maybe, I mean, we don't know what goes on in the dressing room, do we? Maybe he's also got that. Maybe it's that sort of presence off the pitch also. On the pitch, Diaz does seem to me the man. Where's Alvarez? Gundogan coming on for a mighty 1-pointer. Mo, I did tell you that, you know, Gundogan played against Dortmund. It would be very unlikely that he'd start instead of, oh, that's nearly a bad back pass. Wolves just about able to deal with it. Wolves have tried to play this playing out from the back game. It's just, they're just not good enough to play it against City anyway. And City win the ball back. What a surprise. And Grealish runs away with it. Grealish has been excellent. And there is Erling Haaland. Takes another shot. Foden over. Goalkeeper saved it. I think Haaland maybe might have been better off passing that one, but he's never going to pass it in that position, is he? Grealish again did really well. Now, to be fair, so yes, it was a really tame shot from Haaland with his weak foot. I'm surprised at how poorly Sarr did with that shot. But then ultimately just go over. You couldn't afford Foden. Bernardo might actually be a more nailed option. I agree that in terms of minutes, Bernardo will get more than Gundogan. Because Bernardo can play on the wing as well. That's what you got to remember. You can play on the right and centrally. I agree. Grealish has literally been man of the match. He's been really good. When he's been running at the Wolves players, he's looked like the Grealish from the back end of last season. And also the Aston Villa Grealish. Grealish has been very good this game. And again, he could have had at least one more assist, but the chances weren't finished. Chances weren't finished for him. Swansea are beating Hull, says Harves, in the Championship. Fortunately, Wolves had that sort of 5-10 minute period where they were a little bit dangerous, but they weren't able to do anything with it. And now, City should hopefully just be able to kill this game off, maybe even score one more goal. And there is Kevin into Erling Haaland. Nice touch by Erling. Finds Kevin. Really nice. Foden! That is an outrageous finish by Phil Foden. What a goal. That's such a good finish. What a surprise. Kevin De Bruyne with the assist equals Steven Gerrard's all-time assists number. Hello, Flixie. That is an outrageous goal. Really well worked. Haaland involved in the build-up as well. Kevin putting a lovely cross in. Foden with the flick. Gorgeous. Really nice goal from City. That kills this game. Nice ball. It's Foden. Haaland is well onside. Takes the touch. Sees De Bruyne. Again, it's De Bruyne on the overlap, as with the first goal. And Foden with a fantastic flick. It's a really good goal. And Haaland involved in the build-up. Great cross from Kevin. That is really nice. Phil Foden with the goal, Nico. And that is game. That is game. Deserved win. The build-up was sensational. Haaland can't build up in... Haaland can't play in City system. He's not good at building up the play. Yeah, major cap. And in the 69th minute as well, it's all kicking off with a flop end at Nabinho FC. Get your knobs out, boys. Phone's threatening for a while, says Tim. There you go. It was indeed the 69th minute. Great goal. Great game for City. And as I say, Kevin De Bruyne is now on 92 assists for Manchester City. He's now level with Gerrard and 1 behind David Silva. Insane. And how many fewer games? As I say, I know it's not a perfect comparison, but just for the sake of argument, I want to have a look. Queenie's being applauded. Hello, Vib. How you doing, Vib, mate? De Bruyne 2 assists, yes. My FPL is looking very healthy. Cancelo with a clean sheet so far. Kevin with 2 assists. Haaland with a goal. Don John Stones clapping. What a man. Yeah, so Gerrard, it was 504 games. Kevin, 213. So nearly 300 fewer games. As I say, I know it's not a perfect comparison, but it is a little bit insane, that number, isn't it? A little bit insane. I only have 3 players left on FPL. We can have a look at my FPL if you'd like. Let's have a look, see. This is my team. Can I zoom in? Yes, I can. I can. Oh, if I refresh it, so we can actually see the points. Oh, goodness me. Oh, Alvarez is on, boys. You'll be happy to hear. Maris is on as well. So far, Cancelo's got me 6 points. De Bruyne has got me 9. Haaland's got me 12. He's my captain, obviously. We're having a good game so far. We're having a good game. 27 points. I've got Pope against Bournemouth. I've also got... I've doubled up on Newcastle. I feel like Newcastle should get a clean sheet against Bournemouth. I've got Perisic against Leicester. Hopefully he plays. Obviously I've got Saka and Jesus against Brentford away. Gordon against West Ham could get something. Klishevsky, if he plays, could get something. And even Tony might do some work as well. Yeah, so that is my FPL team. We're doing okay this week so far. Haaland's goal contribution. Every game continues, yeah. Apart from, there's only one game that hasn't happened, and that was the first game of the season in the Community Shield. Yes, so Gundogan's on, Maris is on, and Alvarez is on. Yes, preserve Haaland's fitness, preserve the minutes. Botman won't play. Wait, why is that? Why won't Botman play? I thought he was their star signing from Lille. Why won't he play? Hello? They spent like 40 million quid on him. Hello, Dipak. Why don't players use skill moves nowadays? I see them only concentrating on passing. I'm a new football fan. Well, some players still do. It depends what you mean by skill moves. Do you mean like, sort of like Ronaldinho flair? I mean, some players still do really nice dribbling. But if you're talking about, you know, doing that sort of, as I say, literal like FIFA skill moves. I mean, realistically, even like consistently, Ronaldinho didn't really do it all the time. It's really hard to do, and also it's not as effective to beat. Is it better to beat a man by doing a low probability skill, Or is it better to get an overlap and pass it? It's probably easier and more efficient to do an overlap and pass it, for example. And yeah, well, and FIFA is not akin to real life as well, I'd suggest. Botman is starting. Get in. Give me those points. Charity matches don't count in my book, says Musty. And yeah, Musty says skill moves don't win you games. And you'll notice when Cristiano Ronaldo first joined United, and he'd always do little step overs and skills and all that stuff. And, you know, that was great. That was fun to watch. But the best form of Ronaldo was when he lessened the amount of times he did that, and when he just became solely about being efficient and scoring goals and being clinical and deadly. Oh, he's not starting. Oh, 1L. Why isn't he starting? Botman cost him like 30 or 40 million quid. Why isn't he starting? I'm upset. I'm highly upset. He bloody won League O with Lille. Send me off. Grealish is coming off for Palmer, by the way, but Grealish has played exceptionally well, and here he is again. He could get an assist. Oh, nearly again. Grealish has been getting into such really good positions. He wants the ball again, takes it away from Alvarez. I've loved his confidence in this match. He's always asking for the ball. Oh, wait, Haaland's still on the pitch. Oh, sorry, I thought Haaland got taken off. My bad. And Grealish wins it back. Well done, Jack. Again. He's probably adapting to English football. Not good enough. I want him to start now for my FPL. Oh, yeah, of course. Karius is the player. When did that happen? Oh, it comes to Riyad Mahrez or maybe Haaland. Oh, ball was just slightly too much. That could have been even worse for Wolves. Goodness me. I'm very happy with Grealish's performance. I said at the start of the stream, Grealish needs a good game. He's had a fantastic game. Man of the match for me. Not only because of his goal, also just because of his build-up play throughout, progressing the ball, running at players, dribbling past them. Well done, Mahrez. Dispossessed that Wolves player. And here's Haaland. He's, again, up the pitch. And here is... Could it be his strike partner, Alvarez? He chooses to not find him. Finds Super Jack instead. Look at Haaland. I think he wants that ball a little bit sooner. He gets it now. Just take a shot, mate, honestly. Good defending. Goes pound for a corner. Haaland, my guy. I really hope he breaks the goal scoring record. I think he will do it at some point at City. Maybe even not this season. Grealish is off. Man of the match for Grealish. Well done. Give it Julian. Obviously scored the first goal, which is the most important goal. You could tell he was happy with that. Love that from Jack. Yay. Well done, Jack. I've only seen Mane using heel chop in the Premier League, and it was very effective during shooting for him. I'm sure if you looked at most of his goals, though, Dipaki, it wouldn't involve a skill move. It would more so involve being in the right place at the right time. Why have they taken Jack off? Not sure, Musty. Here's Cole Palmer. Good to see Palmer get some minutes as well. Palmer, again, is one of those players who I think will make it as a Premier League player. Maybe not as a City player, but from the little I've seen of him, he's a Premier League quality player. Mahrez with the shots. It goes... That was dangerous. It had to be deflected. I think he thought that was going in, or at least on target. Palmer did well to find him, you know. I think it might have been on target. Sam may have saved it, but it's a corner to City. It's a corner. Give it to Big Erling. Come on, mate. Give it to Big Erling. City have only made one big chance in this game, by the way. That was the first one. They still scored 3 goals. Oh, it's another corner. Could have gone anywhere from Neves. It came off Diaz, and then Neves just ran straight into it. Goodness me. Haaland occupied 2 Wolves players in that move, by the way. He occupied 2 of them. That's great. The XG on the Haaland one was 0.07, I think. Indeed, it was. It was 0.07 for Haaland. Let's have a look. Oh, for Grealish, it was 0.28. And for Little Phil, it was 0.11. So the lowest XG was the Haaland chance, which isn't surprising. It was outside the box. And Nico says, Haaland's the best striker in the world, no debate. I think it's far too early to say that, Nico. He's still not better than Kane or Lewandowski. Definitely not. But hey, he's getting there. Here is Riyadh. Oh, I thought he maybe should have passed it to Julian Alvarez there. And Wolves, to do anything in this game, I feel like they had to do something in that 5-10 minute spell where they actually had a bit of the ball and actually created a chance or two. They weren't able to do anything. And ever since... Hey, Kane's better than Haaland, definitely. Which team do I support? I support Manchester City, Dipak. I'm a Manchester City fan. I am a City fan. So, we obviously do watch-alongs for most of the City games, unless it's a Premier League home game. Why are you saying, Julian, are you speaking Spanish, mate? Yeah. That was the most brain-dead logic from Drill last night. Oh, are you in Norway, mate? Come on. It is a I just don't understand why people on TikTok get so pressed to me pronouncing his name the Norwegian way. The correct Norwegian way, by the way. Why do people care so much? Don't worry about it. I wouldn't care if someone said Kevin De Bruyne, because that's closer to how it should be pronounced. Rather than... Because it's Bruyne rather than Broyne, apparently. I prefer the way Broyne sounds. Gomez is coming on for Rodri. I'm guessing Stones is going to go to defensive mid. Gomez ball. It's early days in their careers for Gomez and Akanji, but they are looking like huge bargains, aren't they? Huge bargains, the way they've been playing so far. You think it'll be Gomez in defensive mid? I'd like him to just be molded as an actual out-and-out left-back, though. And I think it is Stones going to go into DM. We just need... And yeah, we haven't had one for ages. I would like a proper out-and-out, no-nonsense left-back. The last one we had that was fit was Kolarov. 1-0 Struga, get in. My North Macedonian team. Get in. He tried to do the Foden and it worked because Gundogan did not get on the end of it, actually. Come on, I need the clean sheet for FPL. Do not do this to me, City. I need the clean sheet. Good defending by Diaz. Again, he's so good at blocking. I feel like that's his best defensive attribute, Diaz. He's so good at blocking the ball. That game on their run to the final against PSG especially, was in the second leg. We just seemed to get in the way of everything. Oh, Mendy can piss off. Even if he's cleared of all his cases, I don't care. His career's done. Ever since the injury, he's been washed. Sadly. But it's a thing. Corner comes in. Edison comes to claim it, and he's not able to catch it, but he palms it away to safety. Well done. Is Gomez left or right-footed, chaps? I'm hoping it's left. Gomez did well. Well done, Gomez. If anyone could I'm hoping it's left-footed. I'm assuming it is if his position is left back. I want a left-footed left back for once. I know Cancelo right-footed is great, but... Well, Mahrez tried to find someone, but it wasn't the best ball. Wouldn't mind another Haaland goal, please. I want to see that graphic of... Like, you know how they had the graphic of, like, in the first 5 games and Haaland was level with that, with, was it Mickey Quinn? Is he now still level with him, or is he not level with him? Or is he to past him? Find Mahrez. Oh, he didn't find him. And now he tries to find Haaland, and I don't think that was the right decision by Alvarez. It's a corner, though. I'm sorry, Tim. Who is that? Nico, thank you for following. That was an odd decision from Alvarez. Mahrez had so much more space. Nico, thank you so much for following, you beautiful man. And Mahrez has got it, and... Oh, again, Kilman heads away. Nearly came to Haaland. Oh, sorry. The 8 was confusing me. I've got no thoughts on him, to be honest. He's done nothing of note in this game. To be honest. That's nice. Alvarez. Find Haaland. Oh, nah. Bad decision by Alvarez. Had to find Haaland there. Gomez is indeed left-footed. Thank you for confirming. Does Gavi seem like a big player coming? From the very little I've seen from him, he looks very good. Him and Pedri look very good. I've barely seen any of them, though, so I don't want to comment on them too much. But from what I have seen, I've been very impressed with them. They are, and considering they're what, like, are they 17 or 18 years old? Or 19, I don't know how old, and they're playing in the Champions League at that level. It's a bit insane. Paul's fault. Guys, it's okay. You can criticize the player if he doesn't do the correct decision. There was 2 times there where Alvarez should have either found Mahrez or found Haaland. Just maybe a little bit too eager. Too eager. Give it to Haaland. He wants another bloody goal. And I want him to score another goal. If he scores against United, I will be popping off like no one's business. I'll tell you that right now. Tell you that right bloody now. 11 already. And we're still in September. And he's got 11 goals. How many did our top goal scorer get last season? Was it De Bruyne with 16? I think. And that was heavily inflated by one Wolves game as well. Love that from you, Nex. I love that. Who scored the goals for City? Foden scored the 3rd. De Bruyne with the assist. I'd love to see Haaland's celebration if he scores against United. He'd pop off, man. He'd go out. It would be a gif, you know, like that Dortmund one where he's like, oh, it would be that. I feel like it would be that sort of level. Definitely would. And the Wolves players are doing a mass exodus now. Yeah, Grealish scored, then Haaland scored, then Foden. Grealish, man of the match for me. He's been very good. And Kevin with 2 assists, now equaling Gerrard's assists total. Unfortunately for Kevin, he won't top the assists list because Ryan Giggs was in the Premier League for like fucking about 5 millennia. So by virtue of existence, he won't top Giggs, but he probably should get second. He should overtake Fabregas. I think it's on 111, something like that. So he should be getting to second in the all-time charts, which is about as good as you can expect based on the fact of how long Ryan Giggs bloody played for. Palmer's got some defending to do. He does it well, allows for Cancelo to come across, and that's a goal kick. Sorry, a Gomez to come across. Well done. Giggs is like 160. It's like, it's not even close. Because he played nearly 1,000 games for United. No, not in the league. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne's got the Man of the Match award. I feel like that's a bit harsh. I feel like that's a bit harsh on Jack Grealish. I can see why I did it, but yeah, because let me double check that fact for you, Musty. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so yeah, De Bruyne is 92, David Silva 93, Bergkamp 94, Lampard 102, Rooney 103, Fabregas 111, Fabregas 111, and Ryan Giggs 162. Let me double check how many games he played, because it, as I say, he's been at United since like 1995 and didn't leave until about 2014. Morecambe's a stupid word, brilliant. He played 672 times in the league for Man United. 672 times. For context, Kevin has played 213. So he's played less than a third of the games Giggs has. And he's got more than half the total assists, if we are comparing the two on that basis. Haaland scoring 70 this season. It's calm. Kevin Wood to break it, yeah. I know we got to assist Nico, yeah, but I just thought Grealish had a better game overall. Not just in terms of his goal. His all-round play was excellent. Ederson, Diaz nearly making a mess of that, but Ederson's strong. Haaland scores goals. Doesn't seem to be a polished player like Messi or Ronaldo. What's my take on him for the future? I think he's a future Ballon d'Or winner. saying that he does not control that very well. I think he could win the Ballon d'Or in the future quite comfortably. There's no reason why he can't win it this season, honestly. If anyone beats Messi's record for most goals in a season, it will be Haaland. I don't know if that's ever going to get... What was Messi like 72? Or something ridiculous. I don't know if that will get beaten in our lifetimes. $91? Surely not. Is that true? I thought it was like 70 or something. Oh, Stones has found Palmer. Haaland wanted it earlier. Does he get it now when it's not the best ball? That's a shame. A calendar year. All right. It was around 90. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I don't see that being beaten in our lifetimes. Because that is mad. That is mad. Was that in 2012? I think that was when Messi was at his best, if memory serves. The 11-12 season, I think, was his most prolific. Oh, Cancelo's done well. Oh, Haaland wanted it. Cancelo couldn't find the cross. English football has more games. You're not wrong. You aren't wrong, yeah? But in fairness, I don't think that Haaland would play that many games in the League Cup. If let's say if City get through all the way through to the final, I can maybe see him featuring in like 3. Maybe the final and the semi-finals games. It could next, but I don't know how many games he'd play in that competition. That would be my only thought. Scoring 91 in the year should be illegal. Oh, Wolves. Oh, Edison came out to head it. Well done, Edison. He's been good in goal as well today. Hasn't had much to do, but when he's done it well. Morris has been alright when he's come on, but to be fair, the game was already gone by the time that happened. I will not do Watchalong for 3 PM games, Dipak. No. I will... Well, not today anyway. If City playing 3 PM away, then I will, yes. Do make sure to subscribe if you are new, Dipak. In addition to live streams, I also do regular YouTube videos. Feel free to go give my most recent one a watch. It's only 6 minutes long, but it's outlining why True Geordie was wrong about Manchester City. And it's a very good video, I think. A very good video. If I do say so myself. Dipak's a great man. Cancelo, City still trying to score a goal here. Here's Palmer. I don't know why he's trying to hit it on the volley there. Maybe gone out of play anyway. Never mind. Never mind. Only 3-0 for City. Only the 1 goal for Haaland. What an L. Isn't that insane that I still can't get over this assists fact, guys? I know it's not all about the assists, but it is still a little bit insane. Thank you, Dipak. Dipak, mate. I hope you're enjoying yourself. You sounded too desperate. I don't know what that means, Halves. And I disagree, because I don't even know what it means. Yeah, as I say, 92 assists. 1 behind David Silva. Madness. I sound like I was begging TrueJoy to notice me. What, because I made a video outlining why I was wrong? Yes, that's a very sensible conclusion to reach, Halves. Well done, mate. These frauds aren't giving Julian the ball. Brilliant. But to be fair, Jack, when Alvarez has been in his best moments, in terms of positioning, hasn't worked out. Fortunately, it does not matter. Gomez has some defending to do, and he does it. Well done. My man of the match is Jack Grealish. I think he's been the best player. Got the first goal. Very good play throughout. De Bruyne has been exceptional because it's De Bruyne. Haaland has scored a very impressive goal. Foden scored a very impressive goal. And Molineux is not an easy place to come. The match was gone before the red card even happened, so it's a bit of a moot point. That being said, it couldn't have helped Wolves. Don't think Wolves were getting into this game anyway. Kanji's been strong in the back. It's just been a good performance overall. I don't think any City players had a poor game. Haaland as well there as well. And here he is again. And it's Haaland who might be crossing it in. He finds... Oh, he nearly found Alvarez. And that is... full time in the match. Easy win for City in the end. It turned out to be. Could have been a tricky game. Could have been a tricky game against Wolves. normally a very good defensively astute side. Kevin Brilliant's become the norm. Exactly. Let's take a look at the league standings. Love you too, Jack. Let's take a look at the league standings. As it stands, obviously there's a game in hand, but City are ahead in the Premier League table. Pressure is now on Arsenal. I don't even know who Arsenal are playing. Their game might be cancelled because of the police situation. I'm not sure. I know lots of games are cancelled or have been cancelled. Oh no, they are playing tomorrow away against Brentford. Okay. There's not that many games this match week because of the Queen situation. Ollie, you said it, mate. You said it. Julian Alvarez, top of the league. Yeah, so there's only one. Wow, there's only one 3 p.m. kickoff game. That's Newcastle versus Bournemouth, and Spurs play Leicester later today. I assume that Spurs are going to dominate them. And we also got tomorrow. It's Brentford, Arsenal, and Everton, West Ham. Everton, West Ham. So again, I can see Brentford. Honestly, I could see Brentford getting something against Arsenal. They did so against Liverpool and were unlucky to not get anything against Chelsea last season. So it would not surprise me at all. Haaland scored. He's on 11 Premier League goals, 14 in all competitions so far. Could he break the goal scoring record? He's 30 off equaling in all competitions the record. Yeah, it's Brentford tomorrow. What's my take on Liverpool this season? There are lots of issues with Liverpool Dipak that I can't really fully delve into right now. They are numerous in amounts. There are injury situations. There are attitudes issues. I think there's a case of they are less of an unknown quantity. I just think that certain players are going through bad patches of form, which happens. But yes, guys, that was the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed being with you and speaking. No, I'm not like that. I didn't enjoy being with you like that. That would be weird. But I really hope that you... Well, next, if you want to learn about the Newcastle takeover, I strongly advise you go watch my YouTube video talking about it. It's a really good video. It's around 30 minutes long, 20 to 30 minutes long, and it explains the whole background of the deal, how it happened, why it happened in the manner it did, whether it's a good thing, whether it's a bad thing, and all that stuff. I think the title of it's called Murder, Money, and Piracy. Newcastle's Takeover Explained, something like that. So if you would like to go give that a watch and you want to learn more about the takeover, go over to my YouTube channel, LNobbins FC. I think it's one of the Nobbins Explained ones, but if you just have a look at the uploads, then you will find it with no issue. If you aren't already following me on all my social media, what you're playing at, the links are all in my bio and the description of the YouTube video. If you want to, if you are able to go the extra mile, please consider supporting the channel on Patreon, because that does allow me to continue doing this full-time permanently for you guys. I do rely heavily on the Patreon, so any support is greatly appreciated. If you've got any questions about it, feel free to hit me up and ask me. As I say, if you enjoy this content, if you don't enjoy the content, don't support the Patreon. If you do enjoy the content, do consider. I'll see you guys on Monday, I think is the next stream. We're not streaming tomorrow. I'm actually seeing some friends tomorrow. It's Bank Holiday Monday on Monday, so I don't know what's happening. We might do Fall Guys, maybe. Maybe we'll do Fall Guys, but I haven't quite decided. But I will confirm that in the Discord server, what we are doing next week, and also the schedule will be put on Twitch. Love you too, Ollie. Have a lovely... I'm Marnie leaving as well. Absolutely right. It's a different period as well. Transition. See ya. Have a lovely evening, chaps. I'll see you next week. I'll be in the Discord server if you want to chat to me throughout the week. Throughout the weekend. Bye. And also, podcast coming on Monday. Stay tuned. Well, recording on Monday. Be out Tuesday. Stay tuned for the Knobcast. Bye.